Welcome everybody to a look at a new Raro video release. So this is 1972's The Italian Connection. So this is directed by Fernando De Leo, who also did The Boss and Blood and Diamonds. So this is an Italian crime film. It clocks in at 96 minutes long. Stars the likes of Mario Adorf, who was in the likes of Felidae, which you have to see if you've not seen it already. It's a German animated film, but it's not for kids. It's more of an adult orientated animated film because it's quite violent, quite dark, and yeah, but it's really great. And it was also in The Specialists, which is a spaghetti western. Also stars Henry Silva, who was also in The Boss, Alligator, and Free Hand for a Tough Cop. Also stars Woody Strode, who was in The Professionals, The Last Voyage, and Ravagers. And finally, Adolfo Celli, who was in likes of Thunderball, Grand Prix, and Fragment of Fear. But we'll also be talking about him at some point in the future in Who Saw Her Die, which is a new release from Shameless. So I look forward to showing you that. So yeah, when a shipment of heroin disappears between Italy and New York, a small-time pimp in Milan is framed for the theft. Two professional hitmen are dispatched from New York to find him, but the real thieves want to get rid of him before the New York killers get to him to eliminate any chance of them finding out that he is in fact the wrong man. So, due to this relying on exposition for large proportions of its plot, and because the antagonists are so reprehensible in their actions that I am seemingly being asked to sympathise with a pimp, this is far from perfect. But there is nonetheless a great build up of tension throughout the plot, which ultimately culminates in a shocking act of violence that sparks a superb chase scene that lasts for around 7 minutes. That starts as a car chase, then morphs into a foot chase. Then we have an action scene involving a van where our lead, who is the pimp, is hanging on to the front of the van. He, in fact, starts headbutting the windscreen to try and get to the driver. And then, which also, by the way, reminds me of something you'd see in an 80s Hong Kong action film. I think it was one of the In the Line of Duty films where they were hanging on the side of an ambulance. So it kind of reminded me of that. And then it ultimately concludes with a fight scene, which is well done as well. So yeah, all of that is combined into this 7 minute action scene, which is just really superbly done. And yeah, quite frenetic, well shot, got really good stunts, and yeah, it's overall a really well, very great piece of the film, and probably the highlight of the film overall. But that said, the score is also really good. The cast is effective. It is well paced. The production is solid, and it is generally engrossing. So, yeah, another solid film from RaroVideo. To be honest, I don't think any of the ones that I've had from them so far have been a particular, letdown. They also released The Boss from the same director and also starring Henry Silva, so it's nice to have this one alongside it. And hopefully, we'll get the first film in what was a loose trilogy with this and The Boss as well. It's called Caliber 9, so hopefully, we'll get that as well from RaroVideo. But still, solid film in its own right, 4 out of 5. Nice printed disc as well, nice orange colour. We also get reversible artwork as well, which has the you know the Italian title on it, which also looks like the Italian poster as well from the looks of things, but still, it's a pretty good poster regardless. We also get a booklet alongside this. That's our lead character. And that on the back. So inside the booklet, we get also shots of Henry Silva and Woody Strode. And we get your credits for your cast and for the people behind the camera. Then we get Transatlantic Traffic and the Italian Connection, words by Austin Fisher. And that's the entirety of the booklet. And yeah, in terms of the disc itself, we've got a 2020 4K restoration of the original negative, presented with both original Italian and English audio options, which is available on Blu-ray for the first time in the UK. So Italian films in the 60s onwards, I think maybe even somewhat in the 50s, were all dubbed. This was an initiative by the Italian government to basically just have one unified Italian language, because there were dozens of different dialects in Italy at the time. So we're trying to make sure that Italian films, at the very least, were all spoken in one form of Italian. So that's why even when you've got English actors, they are dubbed, regardless of whether or not they could do their English versions themselves. It's one issue I have with Who Saw Her Die. due to George Lazenby being in that one and being dubbed, which is a shame. But you've also got uncompressed mono PCM audio. Then you've got And a Tiny Bullet for a Tiny Kitten, a new visual essay by the Flying Massey brothers on DeLeo's use of deadpan farce and absurdism in his social critiques of post-war Italy in his Miller trilogy. So that's 47 minutes long. Then we get archival documentary The Roots of the Mafia, featuring interviews with the director, producer Armando Novelli, and actress Francesca Romani Cozuzzi. That's 21 minutes long. And then we've got the new and improved English subtitles for Italian audio and English subtitles for the deaf and hard of hearing for English audio. And yeah, I'm not sure who the new artwork is supposed to be by. It doesn't say, I don't think. No. Which is a shame. I'd like to know who did the new artwork, to be honest. But apparently, it is based on original posters, so it could easily just be an original poster at the end of the day. So, yeah, overall, a solid crime film from Italy. Not my favourite of the type. There are obviously numerous of crime films from the 70s in Italy that were made. Like I said, not my favourite, but still, it's up there with like some Blood and Diamonds from the same director. 4 out of 5, slightly better than The Boss, but I'm hoping that Caliber 9 will be the better of the three, given this is obviously a loose trilogy in its own right. So, yeah, but nonetheless, if you have seen this film before, I'd like to hear your thoughts on it, and thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.